Greetings, Aries and Aries rising. This is your Western forecast for May 2025. The sun's in Taurus the first 3 weeks every May, and this is going to help keep us grounded and steady as that Taurus wants comfort. But this is a paradigm shift, especially for Aries, because Neptune, once every 160 years, 66 years, moved into Aries last month. And Venus is now, as we're going into May, remember it went retrograde and was started in Aries, retrograded back into Pisces. And as we go into the beginning of May, it's back in Aries, joining Neptune in Aries. And on May the 24th, Saturn, for the first time in nearly 30 years, is entering Aries. So Aries is all that call to action, that motivation, that drive, that fire. Because Aries is associated with Mars, warrior, assertive Mars. Now, Venus and Neptune can awaken a lot of creative energy, romantic energy, a lot of dreaminess, a lot of grand aspirations. The Saturn comes along May the 24th, going into Aries. It'll only be into Aries until August the 31st, which it will then retrograde back into Pisces, and then next February it's back into Aries for a couple of years. The Saturn wants to discipline and focus and ground all of that idealistic, dreamy energies of the Venus-Neptune. So there's going to be the urge with all that Aries to take risks, that's the Aries, in love, in finance, going after your personal goals and dreams. That's because Venus, Neptune, Saturn in Aries is in your sign, or if you had Aries rising, it's in your first house of visibility, leadership, new beginnings. That Venus can stimulate a lot of romanticism, a lot of socializing, feeling very attractive. The Neptune makes it all very dreamy. Got to be careful that you're not deluding yourself initially. But if you are, the Saturn, come May the 24th, will begin to bring you back down to Earth. But also having Saturn moving into Aries at the end of May through August is a time of beginning a new, nearly 30-year cycle of responsibilities, of hard work, starting to build a foundation of a legacy. And with the Venus-Neptune, it could be all these dreams, all this idealism that the Saturn wants to make more concrete or begin to manifest the vision of the Venus-Neptune. Being in the first house, it's all that visibility. But another way of looking at it is you're embarking on a major new chapter, hence the paradigm shift. Because Saturn goes into Aries nearly every 30 years. And that's often associated with major responsibilities, a major focus on career. But Neptune only goes into Aries once every 166 years. And Neptune is the dream and the vision. Now, in more mundane economic political qualities, the Neptune is the vision, it's the ideal, it's the aspiration. It had been in the past 14 years in Pisces. But Neptune in Pisces can become too unfocused, too unrealistic, not really dealing with much reality. Now the Neptune is in Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars, the warrior. So this is when you're going to start seeing more and more around the world is Neptune in Aries, people starting to fight, that's the Aries, for their vision, for their ideals. The Saturn will then make it all organized and focused and start to begin to manifest your vision and your dreams. Now, before I go on, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. So since we'll be talking so much about Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars, Mars went into Aries, or went into Leo, a fire sign compatible with Aries, back in November and December. Remember, it went retrograde, and then it went direct February the 23rd. But now, since this end of April, May to the middle of June, the Mars is back in Leo. And Leo, dynamic, outgoing, extroverted. It's a fire sign in harmony with Aries, a fire sign. But Mars is the ruler of Aries. So this Mars in Aries is very passionate and assertive. And it's in harmony with the Aries planets. Because Aries, fire sign, Leo, Mars in Leo, a fire sign. Now that Mars will be in Leo, transiting your 5th house. The 5th house can be romance and children, giving birth to creative projects. Often I start thinking of Mars in the 5th because the 5th can be very pleasurable. So going on adventurous vacations, getting more involved with sports. That's all that passion that could involve dance. That's all that creative, playful energy of Mars in the 5th, all in harmony. So having Venus with Neptune in the 1st, you could be attracting a lot of attention, or you could be projecting a lot of this romantic idealism. The Mars is in the 5th house. It can be romance or creative, all in harmony with the Venus-Neptune. So you could be giving birth to a child. You could be giving birth to creative new projects. You could also be becoming very infatuated. And some of you might be doing cosmetic treatments because all that Aries can represent your face, your physical body, your appearance. And that Mars can also be surgery at times, but it's in harmony with beautiful Venus. Now, the Sun is in Taurus the first 3 weeks, as it is every year, keeping you grounded, keeping you persevering and steady. But come May the 20th, for 1 month, the Sun now goes into Gemini. Now, Gemini can have you being restless, being distracted, bouncing off all kinds of ideas. However, that Sun in Gemini at the end of May, with all that Aries, that can be the mental fuel of Gemini to really heat up the passion of the Aries. But to keep you, continuing to keep you grounded so you can start to really manifest a lot of these new goals and aspirations, creative or romantic, is that Saturn goes into Aries, May the 24th through August the 31st. And Saturn is that grounding, manifesting, stabilizing energies for all this passion or fighting Aries for your ideals, for your vision, but also could be keeping the flames of passion very steady and focused. The new moon was at the end of April in Taurus, putting that focus on money, the second house of income, along with keeping everything grounded and focused. On May the 26th will be the next new moon in Gemini. And Gemini is 3 signs past Aries, where Taurus was 2 signs past Aries. The Taurus 2 signs is about your personal income. Gemini is 3 signs, and that's all about conversations and learning and selling and writing, a lot of brainstorming ideas, or perhaps even starting to prepare how to learn, that's that 3rd house, new job skills to enhance all these new goals and aspirations of the Aries. But unfortunately, the Gemini, if it didn't have the Saturn, you'd be all over the place and not jumping into 10 projects and finishing none. But you're all upbeat and excited. That Saturn is going to keep you grounded and focused to start to really manifest those dreams and those visions of the Venus, especially with the Neptune in Aries. I want to thank you for watching. If you like information on how to book an astrology reading or to sign up for my 2-question offer, visit my website at cardino.co. That's .co. Until next month, be safe and well.